They went that away. Intercept the Great Khans at Boulder City. That sounds safe. Should I visit Helios 1? It's right here. Set your marker. Why not? There you go. There's a way. There is a way. So it seems like the Khans are now sending kill squads after me, so that's good news for me. Good thing I just got a companion, or that would have been much worse. Well, they're not currently red. Are we gonna have a friendly conversation, New California Republic?
This is a restricted area. State your business.
I was hungry, and I was hoping this was some kind of food factory.
I can't tell whether you're joking or radiation melted part of your brain, but either way, I don't see a good reason to let you through.
Why are you here and not on the front lines? Isn't that more important?
I ask myself the same question all the time. But energy is hard to come by around here. Gives you more control over this area than troops ever could. Hell, if we lose the dam to the Legion, this little plant may be our last stand.
Shouldn't there be more people than this defending a power plant?
There should, but we're not getting much power out of it, so none of our enemies have big interest in it either. Not like Hoover Dam, anyway. We had a real fighting force here just long enough to take it from the Brotherhood of Steel. Then they got sent east to the dam like everybody else. Caesar's Legion sends skirmishers every so often, prodding for weaknesses mostly. The reality is, if they really wanted it, we'd all be dead.
Why was the Brotherhood of Steel here?
Damned if I know. Put up a hell of a fight, though. We had them outnumbered, I don't know, 20 to 1 maybe? They held out as long as they could, lost most of their force before they retreated. Gave us a little parting gift, too. They had some of the plant running, but they shut it all down. Enabled an old security system, too, to keep us away from the controls. Jerk-offs.
Parting gift. There's a few very strange line reads that remind me of the fact that, like, supposedly a lot of these games are voiced by people that are basically given their lines in alphabetical order with, like, no particular flow, and they barely know who they're voicing or what the context is. It's definitely lines that feel like they should have another take, and, like, somebody should be directing them, like, oh, you said that part weird. I'd like to go into the power plant.
Why would I want to let you do that?
I heard my brother was stationed here. I want to know he's okay.
I wish I could tell you, but we've had so many replacements lately I couldn't be sure. Go in and look around if you want. Try not to make any trouble.
Bye.
Later.
That's way more successful than I'm used to being. I'm almost about to level again? Damn. Okay, what are you guys feeding your dogs? He's not looking good. I'm just saying, old lady, whatever her name was a great dog owner. Her dogs look great. Your dogs look fucked up. I don't think I like you guys. It's almost like she's a good person and the fucking NCR are questionable because they can't even take care of dogs right. Who doesn't take care of dogs right? What's wrong with you? Starling, hello.
We should be up on the front lines, not out here in Bumblefuck. This place is a junkyard.
Very funny that you guys bothered to close this door ever. Sometimes I'm just really distracted, like, ever since I started paying attention to it, just how fucked up the environments are in these games. Like, I know it's the post-apocalypse, and so it's themed that way, but a lot of these places are places where people have lived their entire lives. Like, this is just some piece of shit whatever place. Although you think they would break that door off if they're not gonna fix it, because it's just so dumb that's not worth having. But like, that poor old lady used to live there with her husband. They have a long history together. Like, they've lived in the apocalypse their whole lives. Why haven't they fixed up their house? They live there. It's like, oh, it's Fallout. If we don't make every single part of the game look like it's been exploded 5 minutes ago, our stupid audience will be confused about why something doesn't look bad in the apocalypse. It's like, I guess this is an overdue comparison to, Walking Dead, but The Walking Dead is an apocalypse. It wasn't a nuclear apocalypse, except in some of the parts of it. But like, even with the outside world being all like The Last of Us-y and like overgrown and abandoned, like, Alexandria is a town that they fortify and take care of, and you see like Michonne and Rick or whatever series of characters are alive in whichever version of the narrative you read. They're in houses, like nice houses that they care about because they live there every day and have to like deal with that. So like, you know, the carpentry's taken care of, it's structurally sound, repairs are made. Not like glamorous and perfect, but not like absolutely like, it's not an active trashed out nightmare the way that Fallout is so committed to being.
Hey man.
Talk fantastic. What's that sound coming from? This thing? Like, I can forgive this place being a shithole because it's like, it's some place they're just kind of like stationed at and everyone's looking to leave and so on. And so you just kind of make do and put a bunk up in a corner. But so many more of these people's houses should actually be pretty nice. Not like incredible, but they shouldn't like, I don't like that the right, I saw a couple sleeping next to a half obliterated door where behind that was just infinite rubble. And it's like, y'all live here. What are you doing? Why is your house like that?
Who the hell are you? They bring you in to replace me? They're replacing me, aren't they?
Why are you worried about being replaced?
Worried? Do I look worried to you? I've got this under control, baby. No one else can do what I do here.
Are you about to Chernobyl us? What job do you have here?
What else? I'm in charge. This whole operation depends on me. No fantastic, no power. Got the whole NCR suckling my teats, and it feels so good.
You're into that, huh? What exactly do you do?
Fuck, man. Everything. I push buttons, I turn dials, I read numbers. Sometimes I make up little stories in my head about what the numbers mean. Like one time I imagined they were a code to get into a vault full of naked women. Man, how cool would that be?
So, you have no idea what you're doing?
No, man. I know exactly what I'm doing. I just don't know what effect it's going to have. Over there controls power in this building. That station has readouts on the computer network. That big knob there makes a crazy noise. Sparks come out of that slot if you put stuff in it. And I'm learning more every day.
Don't put... How have you not electrocuted yourself already? And died, frankly. It's an entire power station. How did you get this job?
It was easy, man. They were going door to door asking if anyone knew any scientists. I said look no further. They asked me if I knew anything about power plants. I said as much as anyone I had ever met. They asked me how well I understood theoretical physics. I said I had a theoretical degree in physics. They said welcome aboard.
What are you trying to accomplish?
Well, see, we're getting power because the guy running this place is fantastic. But the mirrors outside aren't aimed right, so we're running at 1% efficiency, and I guess that just isn't good enough for some assholes. Trouble is, most of the controls for this place aren't here. They're in the tower. And that place has some crazy pre-war security system that the dumb shit NCR set off when they took over. Killed 2 guys. Now they won't go near it. They want me to make an omelet, but I can't break any of their eggs. Know what I'm saying?
How would someone retarget the mirrors?
There's these 2 terminals outside. They control the mirrors. I tried fooling with them, but didn't get very far. You'd have to get them to talk to the mainframe up in the tower, then do the rest from up there. I'm guessing, but it sounds good, right? Hey, you're not thinking about going up there, are you?
I am now.
Well, hey, if you find yourself up at the mainframe, do yourself a favor and make sure you send the power to the right place. It needs to go to the Strip and McCarran.
Why should the power go to the Strip and McCarran?
Because I get paid, that's why. Per kilowatt hour. Whatever the hell that is. That's where the NCR wants the power, so that's where I want it. But you know, you do that, maybe I put in a good word for you with them. Fantastic's little helper. There's a reputation you can hang your hat on.
Bye.
Here. You'll want this. It's the password to one of the terminals outside. Found it written on one of the stalls in the bathroom.
Western reflector control. Alright. Do you know this guy's a fraud?
It's unusual to see a new face here. Are you a soldier or a scientist?
More of a drifter.
I see. Then you must have some special business here for them to have let you through.
They're looking for help getting this plant running.
Interesting. Forgive me for prying, but I'm curious. Are you with a particular group?
It'll be more fun if we keep it a mystery. Besides, I'm more interested in you.
You're right, I'm sorry. That imbecile in the next room has me on edge. I used to be more fun. I'm still passionate about my work, though. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here. I'm in the Followers of the Apocalypse. How about you?
I want what you want.
That's reassuring. Although many who've made that claim to the Followers of the Apocalypse over the years have had less than pure intentions. But if it's really as you say, then take my advice. This installation carries with it dangers that no one here has realized. Take care what you do here and who you listen to. Some things are best left buried with the old world.
What more is there to this place than a power plant?
I don't entirely know. Our records on the company that built this place suggest that their dealings were not only in energy, but also in weapons. And I've seen equipment here marked with symbols used by the pre-war military. Targeting computers, shock sensors. A code word comes up repeatedly in the papers I've looked through here. Archimedes.
You think Archimedes is a weapon they built here?
Yes. And the technology they have in this facility is like nothing I've seen. Some of it reminds me of Enclave equipment, but more advanced. A weapon based upon it would be catastrophic, no matter who claimed it. It's no wonder the Brotherhood wouldn't give it up.
The Brotherhood of Steel knew about Archimedes?
They weren't here for me to ask, but I doubt they were here for electricity. When the NCR first came here, it was under Brotherhood control. They usually steer clear of one another, but something here changed their minds. The Brotherhood's interest in pre-war technology has always been in weapons. It's likely they were trying to reclaim Archimedes when the NCR arrived.
The NCR asked me to help increase the power plant's output.
Then I would say do it. As long as the power of this plant is committed to the regional grid and not to a weapon, we are safe. If you're the one to restore output, then you can route the power where you choose, and they'll never be the wiser. I can't get you past the security in the tower, but I can be of some help. I've discovered a password for one of the mirror control terminals outside. You'll need it.
They'll never be the wiser? I think people will notice whether or not they're getting power. Where should I route the power?
Oh, the NCR has their own designs for it, no doubt, but resist the urge to send it only to the thriving communities. The need for power is great everywhere. Distributing it evenly is the most rational and humane choice.
It is. Why would you trust me with this?
I'm a man of letters. I'd be torn to pieces by the security system they have in that tower. I'd never reach the mainframe. But eventually, the NCR will. Or if not them, Caesar's Legion. They will use this place for war. Because the possibility exists you might do anything else, you're the only choice I have.
The NCR doesn't know about the weapon.
Not yet. By some miracle, they've hired an imbecile to try and decipher the systems here. He spent months working at one console trying to get the solar reflectors to track the sun. What he doesn't know is that the only thing the console controls is the plant's intercom system. I tried to tell him, but he insisted that the largest console had to be the most important. Still, it's only a matter of time.
He's that far off, huh? Tell me more about the followers of the apocalypse.
Humanity lost many things after the war. Methods of agriculture, techniques for survival. We took it upon ourselves to piece together this knowledge and bring it back to them.
Go on.
Other things weren't lost, but were blocked from our collective memory. Knowledge of what we're capable of and how things spiral out of control. It's in our nature to want to forget truths that keep us awake at night. And for that reason, it's all the more important that the followers walk the waste to remind people of them.
Where are the followers based around here?
We're scattered mostly. We go where we're needed. Our largest presence is in Freeside, at Old Mormon Fort. Other than that, I know Dr. Usanagi set up a practice near the Crimson Caravan, and a man we train is operating out of the Aerotech building. Another man, Tom Anderson, was looking into water supply problems in Westside, but that was a while ago.
Do the followers work together with the NCR?
We did for a time, but our goals differ. The NCR only cares to expand their wealth and their reach. For us, territory boundaries mean nothing, and prosperity has to be for everyone, not just citizens of the NCR. So parting was inevitable. While the NCR pushes east, we clean up the mess they leave behind, try to provide some stability.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Subject E, diagnosis complete. Begin recording.
You're
My name
loud.
is Whitley. I'm a researcher at Adams Air Force Base. Until recently, I was in charge of the Duraframe reinforcement project for the combat model iBots. iBot Duraframe Subject E is both the prototype and the last functional model in this test group. I was prepared to make several significant upgrades to the machines. However, as the project was canceled and all Duraframe assets are being diverted to Hellfire armor, I'm sending this model to the Navarro outpost. If you're listening to this log from one of our Enclave outposts in Chicago, give this unit whatever repairs it needs so it can continue to Navarro.
What's going on, AD?
My name is Whitley. I'm a researcher at Adams Air Force. I bought Duraframe Subject E. I was prepared to make However, as the project was canceled and all Duraframe assets are being diverted... If you're listening to this log from one of our Enclave outposts in Chicago...
Okay, so we're nowhere near Chicago. Like, we're in Nevada. I have flown to Chicago. It's very far away. Okay, the followers of the apocalypse sound interesting. They do seem to be sort of like a lefty flat hierarchy or redistribution of wealth kind of equality group. With that, he advocated for splitting the energy between everybody instead of giving it to a specific group that's already thriving. And the followers of the apocalypse sounds threatening by name, but it sounds like their actual goal is essentially to remind people of the threat humanity poses to itself and the planet. Basically just being like, hey, we caused this. It's like they essentially have gone pilgrimages to remind everyone of that, it seems. It definitely seemed to be what he was basically saying. I can't believe they're making... Okay, I don't understand what's happening here. Oh, that's freaking out. I don't mean that. The LOD thing. But, they have tents. Why are none of you in your tents? Why are you all sleeping outside? Like, how much cancer are you trying to get, and how quickly? I get why they're sleeping in the middle of the day, because they probably have to sleep in shifts so that somebody's always manning this place no matter what, but why are they outside in the sun, in the desert in Nevada? They have tents, and all of the tents are empty. Why?
Who knows which side the Legion's gonna hit us from next?
Who placed these NPCs? What the fuck? Every tent is empty. Why do they have tents if not for sleeping? Oh, you found an enemy. He plays like combat music every time he finds an enemy. This guy's extremely goofy. Oh. Why were these guard dogs hostile? Didn't say I was entering a bad area, and they were somehow listed as hostile before I even got in here. Oh, they're guarding the terminals. Reset mainframe connection. Yep. Upcoming visit. Brigadier General Scott Lau of the U.S. Army will be visiting the facility starting next Monday and staying on site indefinitely. When Archimedes goes live, he will be the only person here allowed to authorize its use for anything other than a test. Civilian employees are not required to salute, but it is expected of everyone that you observe thorough grooming and hygiene regimens and dress neatly while the general is with us. The general expects the best from all of his men, and Poseidon men should be no different in the presence of such a fine and decorated soldier. Archimedes testing. On Tuesday, February 16th at 2 p.m., technicians will be running a test of Archimedes and its connectivity with our plant security system. Under no circumstances should any employee be outdoors on the plant grounds until the alarm klaxon has ceased and all clear is given. We have death and dismemberment waivers from all employees on file and are not responsible for any accidents that should occur during this procedure. Protective eyewear is mandatory for all technicians observing from the tower deck. That's how you leave. There we go. I had to find the quit button. There's like dogs by the spots. I wasn't even really setting out to find this. I was just kind of wandering around, being perturbed by the lack of... Hey, what? There's another enemy on the map in this direction. Is that going to be at the other terminal? There we go. Jumping feels weird. Where'd the enemy go? Is that the other one? Hello. I figure they're gonna be mad at me for reprogramming their stuff, but maybe happy that I made all of it work better. Ow. Ow. Ah! Damn, okay. Okay. I keep finding more traps. Okay. This one had its own traps. Arm Archimedes security system to wipe out all nearby NCR soldiers. Okay, I'm not doing that. I'm not currently trying to kill all of NCR. I don't know what this enemy is that I'm seeing on the map. Is it going to disappear also? Do I have this quest selected? That lucky old son. Use Helios 1 mainframe to send power to, to destination of my choosing. Remove the marker. There we go. Don't need that one anymore. Not likely getting in there. Is there a door on the perimeter of this thing? Saw a door in the other direction, but it's not pointing me there. Here we are. So midway through the other guy's conversation, it was something like, ED has something to say or something. Ah! So not the best time to be a melee character, huh? Yeah. Time to use my incredible stealth skills. They did not work. Save me, robot friend. I saw the ones on the shelf, so I tried to dodge past those ones. That didn't work. Can I not stand on this table? Really? I did it. No! I'm not good at science. Damn it. Help. What's my science skill? 20. Okay, if I use a science book, I can be a science boy. Maybe turn off some of the things trying to shoot me. Future weapons today. It's energy weapons. 10 lock picking. Science. Wow, look at me go. I'm so smart. Oh, the hacking system. Slaves. 4 out of 6 correct. Blades. There we go. That's how many slots are the same, right? Reconfigure targeting parameters. Warning note. Okay, let's turn them off. I just need to get back out of here without exploding. I did not. You doing okay, Edie? You're not. Oh, please don't die, Edie. I love you. You won! Wow, Edie, you're so cool. Can I repair, Edie? Is your health full right now? Does it go back up? Where's my desert salad? Desert salad. 15 health, 15 seconds. I currently have 64 health. Let's see how well it works. My health is full. Oh shit. Okay. So yeah, it's not 15 health over the course of 15 seconds. It's definitely 15 health per second. That's a lot of healing. Alright, so I've reprogrammed the guns, I guess? The turrets? Ow. Only worth 1 experience. I still have to fight the robots, but at least... Hey! Just don't get obliterated by everything else that's here. Super glue is all mine. I feel like I really got a party member just in time for tough encounters to start happening. And no, that was not at all planned. I just noticed the quest when I was looking for new quests. Evil robots. Okay, ED healed between fights or something. No shooting me. It's very rude to shoot me. Super katana. I've never been more anime than this moment where I fight robots with a katana. Look at me go. They let you pump up your perception. Let's see. It's a Gutsy. Oh! I don't think that's what Mr. Gutsy's programmed to say. That seems outside of... Oh. I do think I've heard that quote before. It was Nietzsche. It was not Nietzsche. You were weakness leaving the body, loser. Oops. Oh no, I got it. This place is full of little manuals to make this place slightly more doable. Ow. You were in my way. Why would you do that to me? I feel like I've got to pump it up just a little bit. Some of these areas are just so gray and low contrast that being dark on top of that's not going to help you guys very much. I can see fine. But it's rougher when you're watching, I think. Oh. Poseidon energy. Employee ID card. Oh, it just exists. Yeah, these are just hacks. Okay. Well, we're off to a good start. This might take a while.